What's my name? No, we're not talking about some song title. We're not talking about a line from a movie. And no, this is not some Shakespearean sonnet. What's my name on the trail? What is my trail name? As I mentioned in an earlier episode that I did, that traditionally when you hike a long distance trail, you take on a trail name. Some people will get that trail name to themselves before they leave. Somebody will give it to them before they leave. Sometimes they will get that trail name when they're on trail. It's the name that you go by the entire time. So while in real life I'm Bill, on the trail, totally different name, and a lot of people use that to kind of have that persona of this is who they are. Whether that's you've seen everyone out on the trail from names like Bigfoot or Spielberg or Early Riser or things that Lighthouse, things that describe either where they're from, where they're going, things of that nature, or just silly things that are out there. My biggest fear, not my biggest, but one of my bigger fears about going on the trail is what kind of trail name I'd end up with if I waited to get on the trail before I got my trail name, whether that be something silly or something less flattering. That was something that I was thinking about. So I thought, well, why not ask my family and friends for some input on a trail name? And same thing with you guys out there that may be following along. That if you've got any great ideas, then I'd love to hear them. I can first give you a little bit of background on me, so you know who I am, what might be fitting, and I'll tell you what ChatGPT said. I'll tell you what some of my family said, and if you like any of them, let me know. If you don't like them, you can also let me know. Or if you have a better idea, please let me know. I mean, worst case scenario is I end up on trail and I don't have a trail name, and someone gives me one, and hopefully it's something great. First, I'll tell you about myself. I'm 53 years old. Well, I just turned 53. I spent the vast majority of my professional career working in professional baseball and minor league baseball. I was GM of multiple teams for the Cubs and the Giants. Also worked in the Pirates chain when I first started. So that was my original career. I spent my first 17 years doing that. Loved almost every minute of it. It was a great life. The biggest negative is it was a life that spent away from my family a lot. So that's why I made a transition back about 10 years ago, that I decided that I wanted to be around the family more. So I left baseball behind and I ended up purchasing a business. We did printers and serviced two printers to businesses. Did some individuals, but mostly it was a B2B type of business that made it a Monday through Friday type job, which is what I was looking for. We did that, my wife and I, for about 10 years. We sold that business back a year ago, and I finished transitioning the new owner in June, and now have been planning this hike before I start any new endeavors. So that is my work history. I have 3 kids. I graduated from James Madison University. I'm a huge JMU fan. Go Dukes. So that means purple is always around as far as a color, where I am concerned. I have 3 kids. One is a fireman, professional fireman in EMT. Another is in college. She plays field hockey in college. And the last one is in high school. And that's where I have been the last week, this past 3 days or so, with her on a volleyball trip for tournaments. She plays club volleyball, so that is another fun thing. But those are my 3 kids. My wife is along for the ride with us, and she is ever present in everything we do. But that is just a touch on me. I like to tell a lot of jokes. I find humor to be a important part of life. So those are some basics. I'll tell you, I put in a handful of things what GPT came up with, and I'm not a very, very big user of this. I don't really know how to use it all that great, but I kind of tried it out and figured a few different things. But it came up with things such as one-liner or joker or things like that, or minor leagues or things such as that. I can tell you some of the names that my wife and kids have mentioned that they liked, or thought were at least worth considering. One was Pap. My last name was Papierniak. It's Polish, but but Pap for short for that, or Papi, same thing. Now I don't know that any of them love that, but it was an idea that they had, and then another one that we talked about a little bit was the name of our business was Bottom Nine, the actual LLC. So that was kind of an homage to my baseball time and kind of the end of the game, the bottom of the ninth. So Bottom Nine is another one that we talked about a little bit as an idea. Don't have any other really ones that I'm like, oh, I really like this, or this is great. I have taken on quite a few different challenges over the years and like doing that, but nothing is kind of tied where I'm like, oh, this is the one. So if you've got some ideas, I am certainly all ears, would love to hear them. Seeing as how I do like humor, I'll give you one before I leave. This is in honor of kind of the Olympics, which are going on right now as we speak, and I have about a week before I head down to start the trail. Actually, exactly a week. I'll be starting the trail from today, on February 23rd. So this is my homage to the Olympics, and it goes up something like this. Okay, what is the best thing about Switzerland? I don't know, but their flag's a big plus. So there you have it. There is my joke of the day for you. A nice, good dad joke for you. If you have any good ideas for a trail name, I'd love to hear them. Please put them in the comments. While you're at it, please like and subscribe. That would be wonderful. Love to get any other feedback you may have. I plan on doing one more video at least before I leave. It'll be in probably 2 days. I'm going to try to put another one out. It's going to be my total gear list. So stay tuned for that. If you have questions on any of the things that I'm bringing, that will hopefully be answered in that video. If not, then please ask along, and I'll do my best to answer as best I can. I appreciate you guys watching. Appreciate you following along. Looking forward to this trip. It's just a week away, so the butterflies are starting to build. It's getting exciting, and the anticipation is definitely there. Thanks so much. We'll talk to you soon.